Hello everyone and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play fucking Super Mario Bros. 3. You can see that little picture there in the bottom left is definitely overtaking the screen just slightly more than I thought it would, but it's a good old "Where's the leak, ma'am?" because that is one of my favorite things to ever come out of SpongeBob at all. It's one of my favorite things, and I felt it was very applicable for this world, because this is the pipe world, ladies and gentlemen. You can see here I'm using my P-Wing just to fly through this level, just because I got so sick of playing through it so many times. The P-Wing is the way to go if you have one on the first level of this world. It definitely makes things a whole lot easier. This episode should be coming out here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then the finale should be coming out an hour later at 8 p.m. This was really rushed at the last second. I didn't think I was going to beat World 8, to be brutally honest. I thought this was going to come out Sunday. I did not think I stood a chance in hell at beating World 8 when I first approached it. But then it turned out that, the beginning levels of that episode are more challenging than the ending levels, and I had some audio issues. I had a lot going on, so it was a struggle to piece that together for 8 in the morning tomorrow, but I think it should be out and available at 8 in the morning tomorrow, which would be really nice, because that would be a perfect segue, right? Like, we have this published at 7, next one published at 8, and then a video later in the night doing our first Let's Play on Pokemon Legends Arceus. That would be fantastic, and I think that could be done here. I'm really hoping. But if you didn't notice when you clicked on this video is a little bit longer, solely because of that. Just some of my editing skills, or editing criteria might be a better word for it, are lacking, and just because like I said, with that being so close to coming out and me just stressing to get things done here at the last minute because we finally had a chance in hell to beat this game, I wanted to, get it all wrapped up in the timeline that I had. Which, if it comes out a little rushed and the content is a little hurried and it's not as terrific as the previous worlds, so be it. But at least I could say I stuck to my schedule, which is a bigger deal for me as a content creator than it is for what I feel would be lost overall. You can see part of the gimmick here is we have to get some of those tubes to come up. Let's go down here, hopefully get something. Yeah, we get the Raccoon Tail, very nice. Hopefully he's not right on top of the tube. Okay, he just left, thank God. I'm definitely getting some of my swing back in me. My Super Mario Bros. 3, thumb reactions. What we need to do is we need to go down this tube, and this is this whole world. That's why this episode is a lot longer from a beginning standpoint, is because there's a lot of, search and find, wait till the last second to beat episodes. And there's a lot of this whole, you need to really know the level in and out before you could do anything. And you can see I duck down here, I jump up here, I dodge all those fireballs, I dodge all these, I get hit once, not so bad. I get hit twice, that's pretty bad. Then you can see I jump over here, and I don't know where it is. I try to go to the end pipe, but then I see this one that's going down into the ground, and I think, well, maybe it's here. And that would have helped us out tremendously if I knew it was there ahead of time, but, even all the preparation in the world isn't going to save us from what's going on here. It's just, man, this world, I would say even in comparison to World 8, this world took me substantially longer to beat. It's just, some of the gimmicks that they apply in this world are really, I don't want to say they're ungodly, because if you know that they're there, they're not actually all that bad. But if you're not suspecting them, even here, right, we should just be able to go back and jump up, but we can't do that, because if we do that, then what happens for reference, and we luckily hit that guy on the way up, what happens for reference if we try to go back up that hill is the guys with the red shells just keep spawning, so we just end up getting hosed over. Pretty much. So, like, it's some of the gimmicks that they apply here in World 7 that aren't even carried over to World 8 because they must have realized that, like, they were that difficult to overcome are just ridiculous. And I feel ridiculous playing this world, and that's why, partially why I included "Where's the leak, ma'am?" over there in the bottom left, is because that's what this world made me feel like it. I felt like Patrick while I was playing through it, because it's just so ungodly. Let's go down to this underworld. Here we go. We got these guys jumping up. Okay, let's go up through the tube, Average Joe. Come on, man. Okay, let's go through here. Let's kill one of those guys for no reason. Go back down. And here's a whole bunch of these bomb guys. They're not a big deal in this world. In later worlds, they become a huge problem. Something I personally don't love dealing with. You can see we grab the two there, try to hit this, but it just ends up going up. These two are open, so that's nice. We can go up through the tubes here, but I don't know what any of these tubes do. It's one of the worlds that, like, I really wish... Like, I took the time to learn the previous world, and I took the time to learn World 8, but I wish that I learned this world more, because this world is more tricky than anything else, and hopefully you can't hear the people outside my house. There's... whatever. It must be party season right now, I guess, because people are just being drunk in public all the time. And I'm also enjoying some soda pop on my own, so... Now I decided to go down here because maybe this will give me something, but nope. I should have known better. It just leads me to a place that I can never get away from. Let's have to go up through here again. Up through the tube. Just the tubes. I was gonna name this episode "It's Going Down the Tubes." I think I'm gonna name it "Where's the Leak, Ma'am?" But I almost assume that because that's right there, that's just like a gimmick one to get us sucked in. But we might need to go down it. I feel like we lose momentum, and oh, shit, son of a bitch. If we go up really quick, we might be able to get that one up. We got it. Okay. There we go. We slide right through there. Kill this guy. Maybe that's the last tube right there. I continue to look because I know this world is gimmicky. And it looks like it's going to be gimmicky because we got all these little throwable cubes here. And they wouldn't include these just to include them. So there must be an actual need to get to that last pipe over there or whatever's hidden behind these little cubes. It's just kind of expected. That's just how this world goes, is like you have to survive long enough to get through the gimmicks, and as long as you make it past that, you're good to go, but everything else is like a shot in the dark, whether it goes anywhere or whether it just complicates what you're already trying to do. And it's not to say that like it's badly designed or anything like that. It's very frustrating to go through this as many times as I've gone through it. You can see we need to get to that one out there. This is the first time I think in a Mario world where we're running low on time. You can see that it gave me the prompt and all the music starts to speed up. That's what happens when you run low in time in a Mario world. You know, you get like all those little warnings that the time's about to run out. If the time runs out, you die. So that's what it's warned me about here. I think we'll see that quite a few times in this episode, and you can see, shit, I missed that block, and that block is apparently the only thing holding that together. So I have to go and do this again. Hopefully I pick up a block, yeah, and kill this red guy here. He's not there now. No, he's on this one, that's why. But we just need to get through the rest of the world. Let's get the one up, I guess, because we accidentally found one. We just need to get through the rest of this world, and I'm hoping it ends right here because we really don't have a lot of time. Looks like we have about, is that 95 seconds maybe? No, I'm looking at the wrong area. We had about 45 seconds there. I was looking at the coins, sorry. And then I decided to go down this tube. I decided to go back up because I want to go to Toad's house first. What's up, Toad? What do you got for me? And I'll edit the photo in the 8th video. Like I said, there's already some audio problems there. Let's jump over to this world. Is this the world I'm thinking of? No, it's not. Okay, this is a side-scrolling underwater world, which means it incorporates both of my most hated features of all time. You have both the side-scrolling element and underwater. Why we need to have this at this point, I have no idea. It's very annoying, to say the least. It's just the fact that it's included. And wait till you see this section coming up. This section coming up is like pure Super Mario Bros. 3 logic. Let's hose over the person playing the game. Look at this crap. Look at this and tell me that, like, if you veer off the path even slightly, that you'll be okay. This is like, because each time you hit the A button, you're going down, but then you're also going up because you hit it. But if you don't hit it, you're going to continue to go down, and you need to make it through that whole swarm. And it's, I know it only seems like a couple seconds there, but like that in game time feels like a lifetime. Like it felt like I was there indefinitely. All those little guys can hit me, all those little guys coming out there can hit me, all the fish obviously can hit me, but I'd rather get hit with a fish than one of those stupid little red things, because then you get trapped in a world that you don't want to enter because you'll end up getting hit multiple times. This world, man. I don't know if I would say this world was harder than World 8, because World 8 was really, really hard. But, this world was more of a problem than anything else, because it was at a crossroads point where I didn't think I was going to beat the game. And I really started beating myself up over it. Like, tearing out hair, throwing controllers across the room and stuff like that. Like, it was not a good time, because I really thought, like, this is it. Like, we're not going to beat the game in time, and I'm going to end up having to play this while I play Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is going to spoil that whole game for me. I'm not going to feel great about playing it. And I became very aggravated at the game itself, along with a lot of other things going on. So it was not a fun time for a little bit here, playing through this episode, but hopefully you all enjoy it. Hopefully you all enjoy the playthrough and get to see, you know, what World 7 is about. I was talking to my friend on the phone earlier, and I said, I don't think I'm gonna play through Super Mario Brothers ever again. Especially not the 64 version. Like, it's just ungodly. But this world actually here has some cool gimmicks that will later apply in World 8, because you'll see World 8 is very much like this level here, where just because something doesn't work the first time doesn't mean it's going to not work. So you need to continuously go back and revisit other areas, which makes the time constraint a little bit difficult to follow. But it also, like, it adds some intrigue to, like, just the episode overall. So you can see that door. I don't know what it would do, honestly. I forget. But we go down here. We have to get this. We have to run through again. Go through here. Come back. Come back again. Now we're at the bottom. To get this P thing again. I think we have to get the ability to fly. Which I'm not sure why I went through there twice, because I wouldn't have gotten it. Maybe it's just to get an extra 1-up. But I know we have to go through that area twice. Oh, you know what? The door is right there on the stairs that we need to go through. and I just didn't reach it that second time. That's what's going on. And you go down here, collect these, come in here, get the teddy bear costume. See, this, it gets so convoluted, because it's truly the only way to beat this. It really is. Like, I wish that was a joke, but it's not. Come back in here, run full sprint, and we need to land in this tube that's all the way up here. Which, if you don't know exists, you're completely hosed. And I think it even takes me a couple tries to land in the tube. Because you really have to... Like, if you're not perfect on that timing, you'll see I'll fall short here. Like, you need to jump up and make it right in line. It's like right before this, right with this candle. I was even off there, damn it. Okay, let's do this. It's right to the right of this. And if you're not... It's so hard because you have to press like 3 buttons down to make this fly ability work. So if you're not already hitting up, it's like you're not going to make it. Then let's go in here. Let's battle this boss guy. Hopefully we keep our teddy bear costume. I don't think we will. Oh, we do. Look at that. And we're at the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen. So if you need to pause, go take a piss, go grab yourself another soda pop. Not a Michelob Ultra, but a soda pop. Feel free to go and do that. You know, take your time here. We're just scrolling through this game that we never win, because I'm a loser. I won. Holy shit. I actually won one. Ladies and gentlemen, you see that? And now you can see I waste this song, right? Because I go here thinking, well, can it progress me farther in the world? Maybe. No. It can't. And the only way back is to go through this damn plant. So let's give ourselves all the power-ups we can, because it's bullshit. You're about to see how much bullshit it is. It is ungodly bullshit, because apparently these little plants aren't affected by the star power. I don't know why. I mean, they don't damage you, but they also, like, they slow you down and stuff like that, so it really doesn't help. Turn into the statue. Let's jump over here. Let's turn to the statue again. Let all the fireballs pass through us. Hopefully jump up, duck down, Average Joe! Okay. Okay. Get the statue. Okay, let's jump up. And what you can see, I could have... This is where I was talking about. I could have gotten around all of that, because that was the pipe I was supposed to go down, but I did the statue instead of the duck, so it didn't take me down. So, instead I got screwed. But I get a P-Wing out of it, and a P-Wing's, you know, pretty helpful. So, I'm not gonna knock it. But now we're over here, might as well see what we get, and we get jack shit, so we have to go back up. Yeah, I left some of the extra navigation in this world in here. My hopes was that if you're actually playing through this world, you get to see some of that extra navigation, and maybe that helps you on your way. The P-Wing's not super helpful here. Oh, it actually is. It actually is. My bad. I just wanted to see if there was an extra way around this world. But in this world, you have to use those blocks. Like, you see that up arrow? You have to use that, which will give you a timed amount that you could spend going up or over, or change direction when it's a question mark or a light bulb like that. So, yeah, instead of doing all that crap, I decided it was better to use a P-Wing to just fly through the level, so I could dictate which direction I wanted to go. But then you can see here I almost fell into the spikes about 500,000 times, which would have completely ruined the run. But eventually we get there with the P-Wing. All we have to do is run out and jump into the sky, and there we go. We get our 1-up. And now we're approaching what is somewhat the end of this world. I know there's still about 10 minutes left, but it's at least somewhat the end of the world. Let's go to World 7. Run through here. Maybe we could run out and use our P. No. I've really grown accustomed because this world is pure and utter bullshit. This is like Mario fucking you over at its finest right here. You have to go and get all of these little stars in perfect timing, otherwise you end up losing health. And it's such crap. Because you can see there, I'm like seconds off. But that's the only way to make it through this world. It's just to hope that the stars last as long as you need them to last. This world is such crap. That's a really, really bad level. That's my opinion. It's a really bad level design. But it's more bearable than the other level that they give you, because the other level actually requires skill of some sort. Which I obviously have none of. Oh, sorry, I'm recording this really, really late, because I want to get these two out before tomorrow morning. And now let's create a save point, right? I very rarely include those in the episodes, but I wanted to include it here just to show that, you know, it's still an ongoing thing. This one, much like the other worlds that we saw earlier in the episode, everything's a question mark, right? And I'll take the fire plant over the frogman any day of the week. But this world is, it's not hard like the other worlds, but it's just a mystery as to where things are located, like where the actual end of the world is. So you end up spending more time searching the world than you do beating the level, because you have no idea where the end of the world is, if it can even be achievable. Like, it's just left up to your imagination where the hell to go in this world. So it's, you know, very interesting. It's a very cool concept for the time, but like I said, I played this when I was a kid. I played it on maybe even the Game Boy Advance, if not the Super Game Boy, like the one that used to flip up and down. I don't know if post-credit me will be smart enough to include a little picture of what that looked like, but it was like a two-screen device where the screen was on the top and the directional keys and things like that were on the bottom, and you used to flip it up and down. It was like a little square. But yeah, I either played this on the Game Boy Advance or on that Game Boy console when I was a kid. And I have no idea, looking back, like how I was able to figure out like anything regarding these worlds, because these are hard in my fucking mid-20s. And yeah, they only get harder. That's what I would say. It's only more challenging. You can see it's like almost like my directional keys are off a little bit. I kind of figured that out in World 8 a little bit. On the Switch, if you're playing this as like a pro heads-up instead of using the actual like Joy-Con, you know, like the rotating kind of like how every other game controller is designed, where you could use like the ball kind of control, you're better off to use like the actual directional arrows if you're playing this game. It just gives you a lot more control. You don't slip and slide all over the place. It makes things a whole ton smoother. I guess that'll be my little PSA for this episode. You know, if you actually want to beat this game and not struggle through it as much as Average Joe did, the way to do that would be to use the directional keys when playing this game. It just makes life a whole lot easier. You can see the episode here speeds up again because now we're under 100 seconds of game time left in this episode before it times out. What we have to do is jump up here, grab these 2 blocks, grab 2 more blocks, and I think we could grab 1 and just slide underneath it, but you know, I'm not really stealthy with that as much as grabbing 2 blocks is a little bit easier, especially when you have a power-up. But if you grab that top one, you're completely screwed like I was there. Slide down here unless this has anything good in it. Let's get an extra 100 points, that's fine. Grab some coins, because I feel pretty confident that the end of the world is here, and if it's not here, we're going to be hosed regardless. Let's jump out. Oh, there it is, and we only got 45 seconds left. Oh, shit. Grab the coins anyways. Do it, Average Joe. So we got 30-some seconds left on the clock there, but luckily it's right here. We go through, we grab that, and we beat this level. Fantastic. Now we got a castle, a piranha plant level, and the end of the world left. Oh man. Something tells me none of these are going to be easy. I can't even recall what this is about because I spent so much time on World 8. Yeah, you have to hit him first. If you don't hit him, everything goes to shit. I know that. And then you have to hit this guy. Like, you have to... When he comes out, you have to slam him. Go up here. That guy's not going to populate because I'm on top. But jump up and hit that guy. Just because we don't want to deal with that coming in and out. Because that guy's going to come out. We have to jump over enough to trigger this guy to come down. But not enough so we can hit by him. Go under there. Go under there. Take a hit. Because I'm not perfect at planning things like that. Then jump over here and hope to God that that guy's not coming out. He was in that situation. You can see we could still deal with it. It's just not great. Because ideally we'd like to have some power up there. Let's hit this guy. I don't think we get him. No, it's not worth the risk with the fire going all around. Go here. We have to trigger this guy, but like I said, not enough that he actually hits us. Then we have to jump back up there and jump up to that tube. Get the boo down here a little bit. So that way we could jump over him and he doesn't have as much as an impact. And there's two side by side. Okay, that guy's not going to come out. We have to gradually go down and then land on that tube. Which is really hard to do without a raccoon tail. I know it looks really easy, but it's extremely challenging. To get both these guys out of the way. And then run through. Now run through. Oh, get that guy to trigger first. If you try to run through, he'll come down and smash you in the head. But now we land over here, where this guy's jumping all about. But, with the blocks added, it actually does increase the difficulty quite a bit. As you can see, his movement is extremely, like, sporadic. And you could time it, but it's not great. And I kind of got lucky there. I caught him on the edge. If he moved over just a little bit, I would have been completely screwed. So, luckily we beat that one. But jump down here to the last Piranha world. Man, I'd really be lying if I say I missed these Piranha worlds. They are a load of crap. Use this as far as it'll take us. And then go down here. This one's not as bad as the other ones. Because we just jump right down and get our prize, which is a mushroom in this case. It's better than nothing. Especially heading into World 8. We have to use the mushroom to get through this level, of course. But, like I said, it's better than not having anything. And, with World 8 right around the corner, I would have loved to save up more power-ups because we would have been able to get through it a shitload faster, but that just didn't happen to be the case. But you can see this ship here is starting to use the elements where I said you need to use the twirly things to get to where you need to get to. One of the keys here, I would say, is to get to that. If you're not all the way powered up to where you could take 2 hits without a problem, you definitely need to do that. I would play it safe. Instead of twirling that thing that long of a distance, I would go down there like I did and just dodge the fire coming up, especially if your platforming skills are about as solid as mine. Let's grab that guy, grab this guy back here, run and duck. We could go up there, and I think that'll give us like the Raccoon Tail. I don't know how valuable the Raccoon Tail even is here, because I never got the chance to try it out. But you can see here's the start. They're trying to encourage you to use that little twirly. The blue section you could twirl all the way through. If you run and then look backwards while you're running, you'll stay on it. But it's very difficult to do over long periods of time, so I really hate doing it. There's one section here where you absolutely need to, otherwise you cannot progress. But I would avoid it at all costs if possible. And you'll see it here. This is the section where you need to do it, because you can't make that jump otherwise. It's very risky. If you're good at doing it, Good for you. You can see even here's a section where you need to land on 2 consecutively. It's just very hard to control your character when he's in that state. Like, it's very easy to get screwed there. And then this guy, his main weakness is when he moves around like that. You can see I get stunned to the point that I cannot move. So that ends up hosing me because I can't move while he's doing that. But that is going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully I didn't drag on too long there. Hopefully this comes out at 7 in the morning and the other episode comes out at 8. And we're good, and I fixed that "where's the leak, ma'am" message here. But that's my hope. I'm hoping all this gets posted in my mind the way it should be. I don't know if that'll be the case, because it's already like 10 p.m. here, but we'll see what we can do. I'm pretty tired after a week of trying to beat this game, and you can see this is the coolest note you get. Yo, I kidnapped the princess while you were running around. She's at my castle if you dare to rescue her. Haha. Yo, Bowser, bro. And let's throw in my first attempt. Maybe? I'm saving. Let's throw in my first attempt at this first world, just so you can get an idea of how smooth this final episode is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. But if you like this episode, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. It does help with the motivation on this channel. We will see you in a little bit, folks, hopefully. And take it easy.